So does Andy McCarthy, because all this week we've been picking his fine legal brain to figure where this goes. He's the former U.S. Assistant U.S. Attorney, a Fox News contributor. Andy, just the uniqueness of this is startling. Two special counsels concurrently investigating presidents, one a former one, the other a present one. That never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, well, I think the first one, Neil, was really a political decision by Merrick Garland. And as Chairman Comer just said, it kind of forced his hand on the second one, which is what happens when you play politics. There's really no good reason for the Biden Justice Department to have a special counsel to investigate former President Trump. The conflict of interest that's inherent in the special counsel situation is when the Justice Department has to investigate its own administration, and in particular, its own president. But obviously, what happened here is Garland and probably Biden expected that Trump was going to be charged in connection with the Mar-a-Lago documents, and they wanted to distance themselves from that decision, or at least project the illusion that they would distance from it. And that was the purpose of having that special counsel. And of course, because they did that, the next domino is if you have an investigation of Biden and you have these explosive revelations, he really didn't have any choice at that point.
Which is more explosive? It's very early on, but what do you think?
You know, I think that it'd be nice if we took a step back and recognized that in this constitutional system, the president is supposed to be checked primarily by the Congress. The president is not supposed to be checked by prosecutors who work for the president. These are executive branch officials, no matter whether you call them special or independent or what have you. So what I fear, Neil, is that they're now going to say that because there's a special counsel on this, everything should go dark. If Congress asks any questions, they're going to be accused of obstructing the special counsel's investigation. And that's really not the way it's supposed to work. Congress is supposed to be the primary vehicle for checking abuse and misconduct by the executive branch.
You know what's weird, though, is how this is discovered. And I know in all the cases that have come to date so far, it's not the National Archives that has revealed, hey, we're missing some important documents. And that's what kind of surprises me. And I don't know what the procedure is, but I've always ventured to think, can't we have it like a library system? You take out a book, you got to return the book. The librarian knows if you have the book. And they're like the librarian in my hometown. She will track you down and get to your home. So
you would think.
But why isn't there a procedure like this with these valuable documents that National Archives would know? Oh, we're missing this on Libya. We're missing this on Ukraine or this on China. And then say, well, where the hell is it?
Boy, that's such a great point, because we have so much better technical capability today than when you and I were kids to like track these things down, right? So you think we would be using that. The reason I think it goes in the other direction is frightening. And that is that there's way too much information in the government that's classified. And then the other thing that we don't talk about nearly enough is that there's about 5 million or more people in the United States who have security clearances.
Wow.
Which means like the crown jewels, whatever they are all over the place and dispersed and diffused, and, they end up in garages, and it's a very insecure situation.
I'm telling you, Andy, my librarian would find these people, all 5 million of them. But we'll see. It's wild. It's just wild to me that we don't have a better system in place. Andy McCarthy, always learn a lot. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.